What is going on, hustlers? Another day, another dollar, right? Guess what? It's dark out. But no, it's not early in the morning. It's actually in the evening time. It's a little after, I don't know, 8 o'clock or something, 8:30. Had to run to Rite Aid Pharmacy to pick up a prescription for Kathy. Let me get you some light here. And while I was in the store picking up prescription for her, they had this dump bin in the front of the store with a bunch of like arts and crafts type stuff. Sewing kits, safety pins, frames to put around your pictures, little collage stuff, a sticker kit, all kinds of just little odds and ends. All marked down to 75% off. Now most of it was pre-printed prices of $1. They had their dollar days sale recently, and this is the stuff that, was left over. They're just clearancing it to get rid of it. And I'm like, all this stuff really 75% off? The cashier's like, yep, I bought it all. And convinced them into giving me the empty boxes as well, so I have displays for our flea market and shows coming up. Now the best part is, this stuff that I bought is all pre-priced at $1. So our dollar sales we do at the flea market, the dollar sales we're going to be doing at some of the festivals and the craft shows coming up, this stuff all fits right in line with it. And I got it at 25 cents a piece. Now I've spent less than, well, let's see, probably about 30 bucks total right now. So you multiply that by 4, that's like 120 bucks. That's crazy, man. It's little tiny amounts, but it adds up. And really, I was already at the store. So I had a couple other errands to run. I hit the 2 other Rite Aids in my path. There's also 2 Walgreens in that path, and I stopped to see, because I like to periodically check the clearance section at Walgreens to see what they have. Usually you can find some really good deals. Both stores were completely wiped out of their clearance stuff. And I'm not talking, hey, all the premium stuff picked, like all the stuff gone. There's tags hanging there, nothing. So I don't know who just came through, but somebody just came through and wiped out the clearance section at Walgreens. So it must be another reseller in the area watching somebody's videos, or watching, reading somebody's blog, or subscribed to a BOLO list somewhere that somebody said, hey, go get this item, and they ran and got it all. But that's what I get for not going in there all the time and checking. I really haven't done any retail arbitrage on a regular basis in a while. This is about the closest thing to it, is hitting these Rite Aids for these little craft things. And I mean, there's, hooks, the adhesive hooks, safety pins. There's some stuff is in bags back there. Let's see if I can pull some of it out. Those are more of those hooks. I don't know, there's some like picture frames, some are magnetic, some are you cut out, and craft type stuff, and which fits right in line with the shows we're going to do. But that's just a quick tip. Always check the clearance section. Even if you got to run an errand to a store, you never know what you're going to find, what kind of deals you can find while you're in that store. It took me a couple of minutes. Some of them had it right in the front in a big dump bin, and I tried to get them to give me the dump bins, but they're like, no, we hang on to those for future use. But they're happy to give me these little display boxes that were empty, and the ones that I bought stuff in that were full. Now, one of the stores I went into did not have them clearance. They had some other stuff clearance that I picked up while I was in there. I picked up, like, Paw Patrol sandwich holders. I think I paid 49 cents a piece for those. Who knows? I picked up a bunch of odds and ends. They had some other stuff to do. Excuse me. Wasn't really a good deal. Like, they had some paper folders for 25 cents. They had 10-pack of sheet protectors, but the real flimsy, thin ones that they had marked down to 25 cents. But to me, that's what I would sell those at, because easily you can walk into Walmart at back to school time and buy that stuff for like 10 cents a piece. So I just didn't see the value in that. But the one Rite Aid I went into, the stuff was back in the section that still said dollar days all over, and they weren't clearance down. So I asked one of the girls that were working, I said, I got a question for you. A couple of the other stores I was in, this stuff was clearance down to 75% off. Is your pricing is that too? She's like, oh, I don't know. She goes, let me grab a scanner. So she brought out a little handheld scanner. She started scanning some items, and sure enough, bam, bam, bam. So I just grabbed box after box after box full of it. And she's like, oh, you want all of them? I'm like, yeah. She goes, let me check the back to see if we got any more. She went back there, and of course, they didn't have any more. But it was like, you know, those opportunities. And the average person would have walked in, seen the stuff on the shelf, and thought, okay, it's at $1, and walked back out. You always got to ask, you know, go check. If you see it marked down in one store, it might be marked down in the other. The only ones that usually I run into that are not like that is Walmart. I mean, literally, you could have two Walmarts 5 miles apart, and they have completely different pricing on the items in their store, which is ridiculous. 5 miles apart, and bam, two different prices on regular price stuff, let alone clearance stuff. You know, but you never know. Get out there and look. Get out there and go do. You know, you hear me say it at the end of every one of my videos. Go do. That's the biggest thing. You're driving by these stores on your path every day. Stop in them. See what they got. You know, if you got to run an errand to somewhere, take a look. I don't go to the grocery store without hitting their clearance aisle, see what they got. Grocery stores carry more than groceries. And, you know, if you sell on Amazon and you get opened up for groceries, there's a lot of stuff in the grocery store you can sell too. You know, all kinds of stuff. Be out there and look. Alrighty, hustlers, get out there and go do.